Alright, let's get back to it. Oh, that's the video. Whoopsie daisy for the next one. Yeah, I'm working on the next video. Let's see. Over here we are. We'll start a few terminals. Actually, is it smarter if I... Then I do this? No, I don't understand. Sadly. I never use more than 2, so I guess I will just keep the 2 for now. Let's see. We are going to... First of all, what I need to add is a simple thing. Let's see. I think this is the thing that we have been missing this whole time. I wonder if it's a... No, it's a layer, bro. So here, we can add this, like so, and then we can go here, space time start, and then see build, run. Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. Let's see. Because I should have enough for it to... Bronze validation. I want a little bit more. I could do it through the config, I think. Consmeister at vector. Oh no.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Damon had a headache, so now I'm here.
Headache? He alright?
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Okay.
You know, he's old. It happens.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know, I can't activate the validation thing.
Just run it through VK Thingamabob.
Yeah, I was thinking like probably I could do that then instead, but I still prefer it through code. Whenever possible.
Too bad.
Okay. It's a bit of GPT now.
Yeah, also your stream doesn't work on Discord. I don't know.
Okay, we'll redo it.
Yes.
Let's see, there. Maybe now. That means the program is trying to enable layer, but Vulkan cannot find the system troubleshoot. Okay. Oh, it might be that I'm also not having the... I might have to install the thing. But I think it should... Yeah, it can happen. Modern Vulkan no longer provides single validation. Instead, you should use Kronos validation. But that's what I use. Wait. I do use... But it's not sufficient. It does not provide me with the info operations structs. but we're no longer do it used because meta layers bundled multiple validation components like checking struct correctness, object lifetime, etc. Now Vulkan replace it, but behavior is slightly different because some extra checks that standard values used to provide are now in optional validation features rather than separate layers. You do it. Remove. And then here you can enable structs API use debug validation. Oh wait, you can do these things. I haven't seen these. This is something new. Okay, when did they, in what version? In what Vulkan version was this introduced? Huh? Well then, yeah, I guess this one. I don't know which one this one is using. Because I don't remember this at all. Well, it's irrelevant. Either way, that's... Man, I was really using some old... It's fine, it's fine. But okay, so we have to create... You can enable detailed structure check API user and debug info via VK validation feature extension and VK validation feature so validation feature extension enabled VK validation features. Okay, and then instance create info. So this is for the Vulkan instance. Prints message for structure that error catches memory and object misuse, hints about API misuse. Okay, make sure you have extension validation feature. So then I need to provide this one. Just gonna see that it compiles with that. Up. I think maybe it's inventing something new. Let's see. Is this a real thing? Oh, it seems to be a real thing. Instance extension, yeah, so you provide it here to the... Okay, this is actually kind of... Can I... There. Yeah, now it's readable. So it should be fine, but I don't know... Features 3... It provides the VK extension struct that can be included in the pnext chain of VK created structure of P created parameters. Contains an array of validation extensions, enum valves, that enables the validation features that are disabled by default. The structure also contains an array of enum. Okay. Deprecated function in this extension is subsumed into... To clarify the things you're seeing refers to how Vulkan officially handle the Vulkan standard. Enable validation, okay. Option use if you want runtime configuration via JSON. This full replaces standard workflow. Okay, well then I should be able to do it with this, but I don't know. Using your Vulkan doesn't see. This is very common. Usually comes down to Vulkan SDK versus too old. This is older. I shouldn't have too old. Solution update your as you should. Okay, but this one I might not have. Let's see. Bro, wait. What am I trying to do? That. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Vulkan info. Should be able to see Vulkan info file. Can I not get the version? No. Alright, and I need to go. Yes, I stopped on the gas station sale. Okay, nice. Car overheated. Oh, man. Damn. Let's see. Well, is there like SDK Vul? Bro. And I see my Vulkan SDK version. SDA, yes. Ain't no way that actually works. Yeah, no, I don't have that set up. No. And there, that one should work. Perfect. You are running Vulkan, which is very recent, so your SDK loader is modern enough to instance extension from your snippet. I don't see that your GPU driver Vulkan does not expose this extension, even though the loader is modern. Get missing extension. Next step: check your GPU driver. Make sure the NVIDIA utils are installed and updated. Use an NVIDIA. Yeah, graphics card. Let's see. So those exits on your system that makes previous missing extension error is not due to the driver, but likely to how the extension is being enabled in your code. That shouldn't be. I think not. Typo. Yep. What is the actual debug utils extension name? Yeah, this thing exactly. That I could use. Not maybe the best way to go about it, but wait, don't we have access to the? No, we don't. Okay, well, we can do this.
Hello, Cheesecake.
Hello, Cheesecake. Okay, that actually worked. So there is, what is this thing actually called? And it has a different name. No, that is, bruh, you cannot. Oh my god, it's retarded, bruh. I just want this. I don't want the other one. And then this is the same as just doing that, so that's no point in doing this twice. That's so strange. Put the init. And then the instance, we'll go through each extension here. And then for each extension, and then it will take extensions property. Go here. I'll just do this for now. I'll take this and then std log info, instance extension, and then I will take just the extension. No, wait, why would I want the compare extension. That extension name. So let's see, we can actually device display. Actually, just verify read from the bottom. Driver portable display, surface maintenance, debug report, utils, surface, external display, debug. Yeah, now it's just going in a loop. I'll provide it with this. Clear your numbers is incorrect. The issue is how you compare the core extension name. Extension to enumerate extension. That should be in your code snippet. Is a C-style null terminated? Yes. The stream slice. Create a slice up to the first, which is correct. But extension on your sigcons slice may not match the enumerated string if extension is features, but slice doesn't end exactly at the null. Okay. In practice, this comparison fails sometimes for features because it may have hidden extra bytes like terminating null or safer. You can replace your, but much cleaner solution is to convert st into slice up to null, then compare the string. Okay. So cstr to slice. Oh, that's check for extension. Extract the string for all extensions. Okay. Hello? Did this cheesecake speak? If std equal extension name index of extension name or else size of extension continue. What the fuck? But how can that be? I did not find. Bro, it's not there. Why would it make... That doesn't make any sense. No, I think it's tripping. Bruh, did you not read output? Does not even exist in the enumerated extension properties. Thank you for clarifying. So it does not appear, even though Vulkan lists it. This is actually expected behavior on modern Vulkan on Linux Arch. Vulkan shows it, but does not VK features. Layer extension, not a driver ICA extension. Enumerate list, enumerate ICD provide extension, not extension. Layer extension like VK features only appear if enumerate exists for that layer. That doesn't make sense. Enable validation layers first. Query a layer specific extension if needed. If okay, we can do that. Just to I'm just gonna do it in the beginning. Do I even need to pass in a layer? This is a bit stupid because why? Okay, can't I just if I query for a specific one, do I even need? If I query for a specific layer. No, wait. Oh my god, I'm retarded. Am
Yes.
I not? Oh, these are the extensions. Why would I? Why is it talking about layers? It's extensions that we're trying to work with over here. Hello? What the fuck? Or am I putting them in the wrong spot? Wait. No, this is a validation feed extension. It's a Vulkan extension validation. It's not a layer. Why is it yapping about these things? What? I think it's on some. I don't know what is it smoking, but it's smoking something bad. Or forget it. How can I? Through the Vulkan one click. Lucas, you should be less dependent on AI. Just feedback. It's not interesting to watch at all. You're not solving a real problem, not thinking or anything. You're just prompting and hoping that the GPT will get. No, I'm asking it how I can get these things to work, because I don't know, like, what am I missing an extension or not? Because otherwise I would just be googling and reading the docs, and that's I'm doing as well. And then I was telling it back what the hell what it's doing. So it's either me reading docs or it's just me prompting it with the information that is relevant. And I feel like GPT can still help me find the things that are relevant to the docs, and then I go check the docs afterwards. But right now it's just providing me with not so good stuff. Do we? Do you want to download? No. Like when someone opens the stream and sees GPT on half of the screen, I don't think it would be great first and first. At least put it on the second monitor or something and pretend like you understand. I don't know. No, because I would still like read out loud and complain about what it's yapping about. But now in here, can't you just activate validation layers by default in here? I have a memory of you being able to do that. Executable. Let's see. Application layer, diagonal, documentation, preference. Frame capture, validation, here. Ah. And that should be enabled then. Any running. Yeah. Alright, let's see if that. You should just probably spend more time on preparation. Nah. I don't have. I don't have time for preparation. Have, like, before stream, read relevant articles, have concrete goals. My goal for today is to get the validation layers working. That is the goal. Hello, criminal Borada. I'm to create Vulkan instance, so read about it, see how other people did it, etc. And well, that's kind of what I'm doing. I have already gathered some information, but the information that I had gathered didn't work, so now I'm improvising it. Why is it not enabled for these things? Only look. Still did not print out the information that I'm hoping for it to do. It's more interesting to watch smart guy explaining stuff rather than a silly guy just doing something. Prompting GPT praying that he gives proper information. It probably would be faster if you Google stuff yourself, seeing code examples and stuff. Yeah, just call me criminal, alright? I'm gonna call you criminal. No, yeah. I mean, sometimes, but usually the AI gives me something that is somewhat related. The Google also do give, but it's like a little bit more reading, and most of the time, I don't know. Googling is also good sometimes, but I found AI still being, I don't know, actually AI is not that good. I can't really defend that, to be honest. Googling usually give me better results. I don't know, it's kind of nice just to have a conversation with the AI sometimes, to just tell it how shit it is. But it's like a little bit like, it's a response. You get a feedback for talking with it, kind of. I think that's why it's kind of nice to talk with it as well. But why am I not getting these things? It's not applied. Do I need to save them somehow? Let's see. Because I'm not getting the messages. I would like to see all of the creation structure information, and I'm not getting those, and it's pissing me off. I should be getting those. Well, you're very good at victim of AI. It just pretends that it cares, and that's cool and stuff. Well, you're talking to a Markov chain. Yeah. But they still give you relevant stuff to some extent. But I guess I can still do another one. Vulkan extensions, Vulkan layers, not showing create info. You should select API dump in the configuration. API, did I say AI dump? Bro, I'm just sharing feel. People should have a good first impression. You should be interesting to watch because it's just a matter of time. It matters how you do it. I think it's Vulkan layer configuration box. Vulkan layer configuration box. Wait. If you continue to do it like this, you probably won't move past whatever you have now, even in 10 years or so. Don't worry, I will get smarter with time. Under validation. Wait, wait. No, what? What do you mean under validation? Let's see what else is here. Nah. Or you mean in here? Like, wait. Oh, wait. You should select API dump in the configuration. I think it's Vulkan layer configuration box under validation. Okay, wait, let me see. Nah. These hide address, use spaces, chars. Am I blind? I think it's Vulkan layer
Yes.
configuration box, yes? It's above validation. Above validation. You mean selected security configures missing layers. Ah. That's okay. Vulkan layer located by Vulkan applications. No layer settings. What else is here? I don't know. This all other one seems pretty empty. What was the last time you saw Christoph rating you? When was the last time Christoph rating me? He closes his streams 3 hours before I go live because I have moved my live stream time schedule, so he can't raid me. But he raids me if I'm still live at the time that he closes his stream. That's why. Yeah. Because I spend more of my time on the school stuff. This box I have API dump frame capture synchronization. API dump. Wait. API dump frame capture. You have such a box? Well, I don't have that. Brief guy. Why does my Vulkan instance have no end? Vulkan layer chronos color is not. But layer can't always. Nah, that's not my issue. I give layers to work. I know I already exist, same question, but it does not help me. My problem is that no matter I can see debug messages installed, lunar, But this is already include. No, wait, this is right. That one should be inside of the listing nowadays. And this is 8 years ago, so this one really helped me. It's outdated. I use Vulkan configuration 2.6. Wait, what? How can you use? Wait, but it's not Vulkan version, no, because there is no such Vulkan configuration. Why does it? How can you get the? Wait, about. But I have 3.4. See, just look and look at it. Don't worry. But I know I definitely agree with you. But I still also think that AI is. I think it's a tool that I like to use because it still provides a lot of insight if you learn to use it right. I'm kind of pro AI. I see. I'm actually like thinking of using it more, but it's also like it's hallucinating way too much. Also, like I'm not. I do have big hopes for it, but it's a bit hallucinating. Wait, Chronos validation. This should be enough, but apparently it's not. What else was there? This one is not gonna help me. This is not gonna help me. Brief Vulkan layers. Don't know if that's gonna help me. Vulkan wiki Chronos validation layer not present. Is that... I think that might be Kronos. Yes, this will help me also. Maybe. Cannot find validation layers following the tutorial. No, validation. Brief guide to Vulkan layers. How old is this article? Doesn't say anywhere, because I want to know if it's using the new way of doing stuff. Nope, it's not. Okay, goodbye. But this one should. 4 years ago. Later I get the following. Layers does not exist in the list of layers. Okay, but this might still like be relevant, maybe. Update. My environment variables set as... Yeah, I don't have these set. I also check the fix. Okay, so after reinstalling SDK, restarting my computer, this was the key. It worked. I ended up not having to mess with the environment variables because the installation populated the explicit layer registry. Then this option is lurking somewhere in the configuration. Yeah. Lucas, listen to feedback.
Feedback?
What's that? Let's see. Let's try this again. And then Vulkan validation layer paths. But here they are set, which is so weird. Because when I try to run and see the path, like if I do Vulkan SDK, okay. So if I do echo at Vulkan underscore SDK, there's nothing. But apparently there's supposed to be, I don't know, bro, this. I have no idea. And I'm not gonna, I don't feel like reinstalling the whole thing, because that would cancel. I downloaded VK layer Lunar API dump. Yeah, but that apparently is supposed to be within this thing nowadays. It's deprecated, just using it outside. You should have when Lucas listened to feedback opens ChatGPT. How do I listen to feedback? But,
you don't use ChatGPT and you learn how to program.
Yes. But for real, like, what the hell? Why can I? Because I need those information. It's not that I don't think I have any issues right now with this thing, but if I could get those validation, just the damn information, I could actually do something. Yo, Chachi, what's my name? I could. Oh, because I know when I move forward from now on, I would like to know the actual pointers that I pass, because the thing is that there have been, the only way I have figured out that there's a pointer incorrect is that I have to run through GDB. Yeah, to figure it out that it was wrong, because there was just a segmentation fault. I didn't know why it was wrong, so I had to run that, and then I could figure out. But with validation layers, it could just say that or I could see that it's clearly a wrong pointer here. But nah, for some reason it's not even enabled. I'm like, fuck me. Okay, but they also talk about this, right? If I go to this, Kronos, I would like to get to the Kronos page about this.
Precisely.
Right, it was this thing that I was thinking about, but I can't even, and I can't activate this thing, which I'm supposed to have. Like, it's so weird. Let's see, Kronos, Kronos. Yes. Wait, there should be a Kronos page about that. Yeah, but this is also the thing I would like to have. Let's see, maybe I can We're gonna do it a bit cursed for just temporary to see that what's the actual thing. VK extension validation features. This thing. Well, that's fantastic. Oh, maybe it's extension name. So yeah, it is this thing. That's what its name is. So, and that's so funny that it doesn't find it, because it should be called this, and then I'll try to run it and it just completely dies. Why? Ah. Not found. Technology. Lucas tried cat Puchin theme. No, I'm not gonna change my VS Code theme. My VS Code theme is the best.
No, it sucks.
I cannot, because if I change it, I get so confused reading another theme. It's the best theme. Since running layers able to be blah, blah may not or may not be an issue depending blah blah blah. Vulkan bug or Vulkan validation. Is there anyone who this is the one I just read and they don't use the thing. Vulkan validation layer on Android. How well it could be help your app only has enabled validation of Chronos to get all features. Okay, let's see. Because if I can't get this, there's no point to try to do anything else because I need this. What is the AI telling me? The error message indicate that extension feature is not found. It typically arises when Vulkan validation layers are not properly configured or the Vulkan SDK version is outdated. I doubt that it's outdated. The validation layer implements both layer settings and validation features for backwards compatibility, and there are no plans to remove features yet. However, if the layer is not available, it may be due to missing incorrect registry entries. That could be. On Windows, the validation, okay, on Linux systems validation, Chronos validation should be available a proper Vulkan SDK instantly. If missing, it might due to an outdated, now incorrect environment where this is most likely. Reinstall the Vulkan SDK or using a packet manager to ensure that the installation paths can resolve this. The VK, okay. Can I... This is most likely what's the issue is because I have checked the environments. Let's see. That actually exists. Huh. Well, that's a funny one. Nope, still nothing. But at least I got that now. Let's see if the config thing got any better. Okay, whatever. Okay, wait, actually. Maybe I need to restart YouTube because I cannot seek build run. Still fails. Using install Vulkan validation via the package. This package provides a layer which includes Vulkan extension features after installation. Ensure custom path. The path environment variable is overriding the system path, as this prevents the loader from finding layers. The VK config is not available on Linux. Instead, you use environment variables. But now it's stripping because that's definitely available. I'm using it. Echo. Yes. Okay. So I'm supposed to have the. What is it? No. Let's see. Layers path. I need the. Well, it didn't set it. Oh wait, but that's the wrong one. I should have run it through here to see it. Successful, yes, perfect. Yes, and this is affected also when using system backbend. The Vulkan loader that we discovered validation later installed system wide, and well, it didn't. Usually explicit layer you do not need to set manually. I'm just gonna take that. Alright. This is actually what I need to do. Nope, still nothing. Nothing there either. Come on. Why is it so freaking weird about it? Hmm. Let's say extensions. Let's see. This feature reports resource X conflicts due to missing incorrect synchronization. Don't. Nope. Report feature source conflicts due to. Ah, bruh. There is no plan to remove, but that's not what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find why it's not working. Yo, what's up? Do we see triangle? Yes, we do see triangle with wait. This is what we got. With switching shader, compute shader background thingy. But I'm trying to just enable more validate. Like, T-Chef, can you get these like VK extension validation features working? Like, I cannot get them working. I'm trying to see like all of the create info and everything, but I cannot get.
Use the VK thing. The app.
Yeah, I tried. It doesn't work either.
Then you probably failed to install something correctly.
Yeah, maybe I should just reinstall the whole Vulkan. I will reinstall Vulkan SDK.
Yeah.
Was it capital R? Is it just Vulkan SDK? Don't remember what it's actually called. Arch Linux Vulkan. SDK. I thought so, but I didn't see stuff, trait info, etc. I think you have it, because like my terminal doesn't get flooded with these infrastructures, and I want those. Like, it's impossible to know what the fuck is going on. Let's see. I shouldn't need that. What? How can I list all Vulkan extension packages? Pacman list all Vulkan packages. QS Vulkan. Well, that's let's see. Vulkan IC capture shader tools, render docs, spear. Vulkan headers. No, that's not it. Vulkan HTML, Vulkan Mesa, Vulkan tools. Then I actually don't know. I mean, how do I even have the SDK? Oops, that's one I actually wanted. Sing a. Did you look into Blavi then? I looked into many different Vulkan projects, and people have less extensions that I'm trying, or less code or features that I'm trying to enable to get this working, and they have it working. I've even looked into my old project that has it, and they even use less stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? You have all the necessary packages installed, issues, packaging bug, recent Vulkan application version. Despite the installation, the layers failed due to runtime library solution issue. Oh wait, it has been reported. Pacman Vulkan validations. Okay, I guess we could take a different version if that's really the case. Yes. Alright, so... Okay, now wait, bruh. I have it commented out. Fuck me, why? Nope. I have no idea why it wouldn't work. Let's see. Vulkan SDK, let's see. I don't think there is anything like special, you just... So let's see, for full compatibility with tutorials to build system like VC, if you expect be set. Layers, blah blah blah. Downgrade to version. Well, I think that wasn't what we just did. Yep. So that's funny that they're telling me to downgrade once more. It's like it's already downgraded. Like I know I could just move forward with what I got, but bro, I just don't want to be in the debugging state all the fucking time and trying to figure out why something doesn't work because there's an invalid point that just the validation layers could catch. Maybe you do need to modify how you handle your current validation extensions. Yeah, I have tried, but it's like, what is there to modify? Like, it just doesn't find the extension that should be there. So I don't know why it doesn't find it. It doesn't, like, the Vulkan config tells me that I have this extension. Then I run the actual application and it tells me that it doesn't exist there. It's like, bro, they're using the same information to find what extension that I have, but somehow it doesn't find it when it actually runs through the app, and that's so strange. Like I cannot, bro, what the fuck? Right, I assume they should use the same. Like it's the first thing I do. I don't even do anything else before then, so it's kind of strange that it would just fuck me over. Like it literally goes in, just the first thing that happens is creating this instance, and then it loads the extensions here. And it doesn't, I looped through all of the extensions, and here's the compare. I printed it out, but it doesn't find them. But yet, when I run the GUI, Vulkan config GUI, it tells me that it exists. Or wait, bruh. Not the Vulkan info. I have it here somewhere. There. That's the wrong one. That should also exist though. That's funny. But here are all the extensions that exist. And which one is the one I'm trying to actually work with again? Forgot about it. Extension validation features. So validation features here. I don't know why it's indented though, but it tells me that it has it, but then it doesn't find it. Am I missing something else? Yeah, invalid pointers are so annoying without validation because it's just crash test without any. Yes, you get segmentation fault and that's it. So I always have to go use GDB to figure out like why did it crash, and I'm like and then I can try to figure out. But with just validation errors, it would just be like, what the fuck are you trying to do here? I was like, yeah, I don't know really. So yeah, these are the things that make me super confusion. I just want to fix those so I don't have to worry about that. But no. Okay, is there something else I could do? Like, I mean, do I have to do something with the, you know, we did in the utils? This proc function. No, these are just the functions. They're not for other enabling of extensions. You don't need to do anything like this yet. Yeah, no. That would be crazy. It can be that the extension is deprecated for your Vulkan version, or you are using it. I don't know. Did you look up the extension in the Vulkan? Yes, I have. And it should be fine. It even says that it won't be removed, and it's quite modern also. Well, last modified. But wait, am I on the right one? Oh, this is the wrong one also. Congratulations. There. Fuck. Wait, let me just get this thing. There. Validation features. So, was it the one I had open? Ah, it was the thing I had open. Bruh, never mind. Anyways. Yeah, it just doesn't find it. Are you loading it correctly as a device of instance extension? I don't know what type it is. Yeah, it's an instance extension. Because I need it for the validations, so then I need to pass it into the so that the validation layers can use the things. Like still, I need to create a structure that I need to pass in to the P next in the instance, but I don't think there's any point to do that before I can find a damn instance. I don't know. It's so strange. It is an instance extension, right? Yeah, instance extension. And this is not any point to reading yet because I haven't even gotten it to work. I can't understand. Like why? That's really strange. It's really strange. And the even weirder part is the fact that I open this thing. No. And in here, like this should by default enable all of them. And it doesn't. Like I'm so confused. Don't know if it will suit your goals, but some time ago I decided to completely remove validation handling from my project and use only configurator. The main goal was to reduce the amount of code. Yeah, I mean, if it could, but if I could just get it to work through this thing, but I can't even get it to work through this thing, so I don't know. Come back.
So, are you winning?
No, I'm losing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's see if I just disable that. This should still run it. Wait, create instance status, data validation, create instance. Layer active feature enable GPU reserve binding slot none. What? Failed to find create debug utils. Oh. But yeah, we didn't have the extension enabled, so right, we can go to the init. And then here I don't know. We don't actually wanna create this now. Just for the simple testing, I will do this. It's horrifying. Yeah. It doesn't even... Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't like even activate the basic ones. Like it's not even connected somehow to the actual program, because now it didn't wait, no. Yeah, okay, that's true. I shouldn't do that. But I shouldn't. I should just let this be like this, and then because I need to still create, if I enable them through the config, I still need to create the debug messenger, right? I cannot just let it go. Can I? I don't think I can. I think I need to still create it through the... Maybe we'll just download the latest SDK when it prompts me here to download a thing. Like maybe, yes, I will. And then, sure. Show debug later settings. Okay. Wait, what? I don't know. We will see what it does. We'll see. Now we're just gonna make things worse, right? It's so strange because I get some of them, like, it's so, like, I get the default stuff working, yes. But why doesn't it recognize some of the layers later on when it even tells me that it has them? In my configuration, I had to choose layer control by Vulkan configuration to make the configuration override code layers. Huh. Now programs don't eventually compile. What? Now programs don't eventually compiler. What is this French? I don't know.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Je m'appelle Vulkan.
What does that even mean? I'm not French.
My name is Vulkan.
What? That's a lie. Your name is not Vulkan. In my configuration, I had to choose
Is
layer
this-
control by the Vulkan configuration. Okay, we'll try that. See what the fuck.
Nah, je m'appelle Optimus Prime.
Je m'appelle Optimus Prime. Yes. We are very much Optimus Prime. We are Optimism Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Bro, bro,
I don't know about that. I'm like the opposite of that.
We're at 69%. Let's go, boys. Not anymore. Now we are Depressimus Optimus Prime. What?
The Presimus Prime. The
Depressimus Prime.
Presimus Prime. Yeah, the most depressed Prime.
For real, bro. Can't this just why can't this just work? You know? Let it work. I'm probably gonna be up late again. I'm gonna take a little bit of chips and make me feel bad or something. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Error, failed to create. Why are you trying to do it through Cosmic? That's crazy. Probably because you just used it last time as well.
Who are you talking to, me?
Don't know.
Great.
Hmm. I can send you GUI's screenshot if you consider opening links on stream. I don't know if how I can allow that even. What is this button? I don't know. Chat settings here. How do I enable links and people sending links in chat?
You don't.
But I guess you can send it like text and I can copy paste it into a field. Oh, is that why I'm having issues with the SDK? Because it's probably... This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. It's trying to use Cosmic, and I'm not using Cosmic anymore for Vulkan. Could it be something with that?
It could be. Or have you used any virtual machines by any chance?
No. I want to use Cosmic.
No.
But I don't think that's a Cosmic. That's a Cosmic machine.
That's not a Cosmic. Right. Cosmic is not a Cosmic.
Yes. This Cosmic thing doesn't look good. No, no, no. Let's see. Oh, okay, it still blocked it, but I can open it. Wait, was it fine if I open it on stream? I can send you good screenshot if you consider opening links on stream. But was it fine that I show it on stream? I didn't pay attention. Layers controlled by Vulkan configuration API dump. Yeah. No problems. Alright, well, we'll see that in a bit. Let's see. The 100% mode warning comes from WebGP encounter Wayland specific percent mode not defined by the center of Vulkan specific. That didn't really help at all, but let's see. Because you have slightly different, yeah, you have an older version of the thing, but it should still like see that you're controlled by I'm just pressing random buttons now. This is so strange. I cannot understand why I don't understand why. Just run it, damn it. Shouldn't be this complicated. Hmm. Okay. Could I... I have to do a little bit weird. Copy slash sig binary here, and then I will just do I'll take this working directory. I will take this. And there, let's see, arguments, don't care, environment, nope. Outlog, sure, why not there? Clear everything, launch. I use only debug utils extension names as validation in my code. Yeah, do you get the crate info with that? Do you see all of the... Because that's... I don't think you get the crate info structures in the... Okay, I will go sleep now. Good night and good luck figuring this madness out. Thanks.
Good night.
Let's see, I will cat it. It doesn't really say anything about it. All it does is... That's the wrong... Oh wait, executable. Wait, what? Ah, bruh. What the hell is this? No, bro, please. Let's see, failed to launch, launching application. But why did it fail to launch? Does it tell me? It just says failed. The validation layer does not provide crate info, only the API dump provides. Yeah, and that should be the Lunar thing, which should now be like if I go here, Lunar or Lunar G API dump, yeah. And that thing should nowadays, what the fuck am I pressing? Should now be involved in this thing. Because if I Chronos Lunar G API dump, it should be deprecated and it should be used with the thing that I just removed. I don't think this one should. I don't know if it will run with this. We'll see. Ah, okay, fuck it, we'll use the deprecated version. Just fuck it. And look how clean it is. It's formatted. Well, I don't know if you want to call it clean, but it's at least telling me everything that I want to know, so we can actually run with this now. Oh, it keeps track of the frame. Oh, wow. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, criminal. If it wasn't for you, I would probably still try to figure out why I can't use modern features of Vulkan. You know, sometimes I just wish we could go back to the 1980s when everything was written in assembly. Am I right, boys?
I wish we could go back to I don't know, like 2005. You know, when we were using OpenGL. Yes.
No, no. Anyways, now to the next thing. I'm thinking like this. Alright, we will enhance our memory barriers. Apparently, we can do that. So in the... Wait. Was there something I was supposed... Nah. So in the pipeline, right? Wait. No. These things are fine. These ones we don't need to touch. But in the render, that where I want to be. And I want to be messing around here. Harold, look at this. So I was thinking, because what I need to do, I have created this thing where you pass in all of this shit, right, for the image barrier, and then it does this shit, right? I could actually change this to image barrier too now. But the thing is, what I'm thinking is that what if I just created this as a structure? Because right now you can see I do a lot of these image barriers, and basically what I do every time is that I put new layout to be this, and then I have to put the old layout to be the new layout, you know, and I basically have duplicated parameters for every...
Man, is this just a linked list?
No. It's just every time that I do a transition, I have to specify what the previous state was and what's gonna be the new state. I was thinking if I just created
God.
Yeah, but that's a Vulkan thing I have to do. I was thinking, what if I created a structure out of it that keeps track of...
Yes.
Of just the old one. So
make a
you
structure.
you just pass in the new state, and then in the beginning of the draw, you create this new one, this structure, and it will initialize it to default state, because you have to always start from undefined, I think. Or you could provide if you want something more specific.
What we're gonna do, Mr. Lucas, is that make a thing called barrier, and then we're gonna have we're gonna store all the data we need in there, and then we're gonna have a function called a new or init or whatever you want, create, not create, just anything but create, and then we make pass in old barrier, but that's an optional, so if it's null, we don't like take in for the first one, you know.
Do you even need an init?
Right. What?
Okay, wait. So, wait, I'm just gonna read the chat message real quick. Lucas, quick check. I wasn't watching. Did you use ChatGPT in the last 10 minutes? No, well,
He probably used it.
yeah, I did actually. I did it to get the VK layer Lunar API this extension name. So I did. Well, I could have gotten it from here as well, but I took it from here because it was closer.
How about this, Lucas? I cook up the barrier for you, and yeah, that's it.
Wait, but do you understand what it's supposed to do?
You pass info and you pass the old info and then it returns. Yeah, it ain't that complicated. I have no idea what it actually does, but I know what it needs and I know how to get it. So.
Wait.
All I need to know.
I was thinking that. Wait, just to clarify, because I was thinking you could have a. Okay, I'm just gonna make it ugly. So a structure, right? Which keeps track of. Well, you don't need to keep track of the command. Well, I guess you could keep track of the command, but at least like the maybe the image. Then you would need the old layout and the old source. Yeah, the old stage and the old access. So those two things it would keep track of every time when you do a transition, because you will just pass that into the new one. And then in the beginning of the draw loop, you would just create a new one of this structure, because I need two of them for this case, but I could use like more of this structure. I don't know how many I would need. You know?
Yes.
Yes. So I don't know. I guess I could do
Yeah,
it.
this ain't hard. It ain't hard to implement, but I can do that because you probably will mess it up.
What? How dare you? Okay, I guess I will let you do your implementation, and you can tell me what you were thinking, if you were thinking.
Do you want to push or?
No, I haven't done modifications to this file, so you can
Okay.
if you
What
want
file
to.
is this? I can't read. It's like
It's in
hieroglyphs.
utils. At the
Okay.
same time, you can remove this one because this one is not needed anymore. I'm not even gonna use it for anything, so that one can
I
go.
won't remove anything, man.
Okay.
I
And
won't remove
if you
anything.
dare to,
I'll just implement the new
you
one.
can change this structure type to image barrier 2. Or you don't have to. I can do it after you do the push.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there won't. I guess I can push in case if you're gonna modify anything else somewhere else, but I don't think so. But I can do that. Commit dash m.
Yeah.
Added more layer validation. That's how we spell validation. Fuck it. Now it's not. I don't care. Wait. What happened in the chat? There was a lot of stuff. Damn, you're fire up, bro. At bro, it TT does not work. Your channel points have been refounded because TT's message contains spam. Yes, this thing does not let me piss off Lucas. Hi. Yeah, I'm gonna show you real quick while Harold is cooking. Usually stream elements here used to be this thing, but because I don't have the web, I reinstalled OBS because I had some issues, and now I don't have the web thingy anymore. So yeah, they don't work because they depend on, I don't know what's the alternative. Maybe I need to
One
install
thing
a
before you continue, Lucas. The is image barrier mem barrier 2, is that like important at all or nah?
It's just a more convenience kind of thing.
Okay, but the only function that's actually you want me to fix is image mem barrier, right?
Yeah, no, you can forget about. Oh yeah, in that case, yeah, just this thing and make it.
Yeah.
I was thinking making it to a struct, but I don't know what you're thinking now.
Yeah, I don't get instruct. You can also watch my stream if you.
Okay, we can do that, and I can criticize you. I like that idea.
Yeah, I gotta disable push talk then, so I can criticize you back.
Yeah.
Ultra fast.
Yes, lightning speed.
Let's. Mm-hmm. Is this an? Okay. Great. Barrier. Okay, so let's see. Image. Is there no old image?
Now, image will always be the same because you're making the image. You're transferring the image from one stage to another stage.
Okay, but so okay, well then I don't need to store the image, nor do I need to store the command buffer. I only need to store this one.
Well, you could store the command buffer and the image because those will always remain the same in the so you don't have to pass it in every time you do that because you don't want to do the transition on a different command buffer or a different image from a previous state. They should always remain the same when you initialize the thing. Otherwise, it will get weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see what we do. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Source. But okay. Is this something that you also just pass on here?
The source is basically the previous places because that's like from where you begin, and the destination is the place where you're gonna go to.
So basically, these are just old.
Yes,
stage.
those are old.
Okay, so the naming here is just awful. Okay.
No. It's just if you look at the structure when you actually do that to the pass it over to Vulkan, it calls the source
I
and
didn't say
destination.
Vulkan had good naming. Okay, so this is what you're gonna have, and we want to take in. Well,
This shit is so ass, bro. What shit is ass, bro?
What?
Is Cheesecake is telling us this is ass.
This is ass. Yeah,
Mhm.
the thing Lucas said it was ass. Yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
Actually, I just make
How
a note.
dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, how dare I? Well.
Why not just do init?
Yes.
Why call it when you?
Well, either we can call it mem also, I guess. I don't know.
No, in init. Why not just? What are we trying to do now? What is the
Well,
goal?
I don't know. Barrier doesn't have a D in it, so it doesn't make sense with init.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, mem is great. Or mem
Will
copy.
there ever be a Lucas
Or
proof that's actually manageable?
extend.
This one will be that. That's why we're going back and forth trying to make it like so it's easy to reuse.
Anyways.
Or if I wasn't trying to make it manageable, I would probably right now have a multiplayer connection with different players rendering. But I'm trying to get everything perfect. Well, not perfect, but good. So, yeah.
You said you could have this undefined data. Does it just make a new one that doesn't have a previous one? Or
No, like when you initialize it the first time, it has to have undefined like stage or layout and zero access and stage top of, or is it, I think it's called top of pipeline, or is it bottom? I don't remember. There's a specific structure layout it must have when you first call the transition.
Okay. One thing, technically, we can do this. Well, when you make a new barrier that extends like from another one, do both barriers have to exist, or is a new one the only one that's important?
When you begin, let's say you begin the drawing, you have to tell the graphics pipeline that you're first in the stage of transferring. Like what I basically do right now is that I'm telling that, okay, so now I'm gonna prepare this image basically to get ready for compute shaders, and then I pass it to tell that the image is first gonna be in that stage. Then when it's done with the compute shader, I'll tell it, okay, now you're going from compute shaders to drawing of the triangle. And when you're done drawing with the triangle, I'm going from drawing of the triangle to the copy stage. I copy the image over to another image, and then I now prepare that image to become ready for percent mode. And the reason why you do these barriers is so that the GPU can utilize this information to do things in parallel on the graphics card.
Okay, so when you make a new barrier, you still want the old one to exist?
No. Depending what you mean by that. Like when you start a new draw, you begin always from the beginning of the stages.
Yeah, but okay, what I mean is, if we have here barrier 1, when I make barrier 2, do we need barrier 1 to even exist anymore, or can we just remove it?
We don't need a complete. No, we don't need. We just need the information of the old one. We just need the layout. Because if you go to the draw, for example.
Nah, I don't have enough energy for that. Okay, but there's only gonna be one barrier at a time, right? There's not gonna be 20 barriers.
There can be 20. Like
okay, but the chains of barriers. There's only like
you don't create. You just tell the pipeline that you have multiple barriers in what order they're happening.
Okay, but okay, let's say if we have barrier 1 here, right? Do we need all of this to exist, or if I'm on the fifth one, do I only need the fourth one also?
Like you just how you create different, like Vulkan takes care of the memory once you have done the command. You pass it as a command to the command buffer. So you don't need to keep track of the previous states. No.
No, but I'm thinking this isn't really about memory management. It's just how I would assign this.
Like
because either I can have like a function here called like I don't know, new pretty
Mhm.
shit name, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And that uses this, and then we have next, and that uses old, and that just overrides that, you know.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, that works. Okay, so
Yeah,
it's,
I
okay.
would maybe call it transition because that's literally what you do with this thing. You transition. Yeah.
Okay.
Roughly speaking,
But
barriers are like mutexes but for GPUs, pretty much. But they work together rather than apart. Yes, yes. That's basically
okay.
it. Yeah.
Transition is kind of a shit name, but okay. What? I mean, next is just a lot better, I would say.
No, transition. Because you transition from one stage to another stage.
Okay, but you're also going from your state to the next state. So
Use transition. Trust me, transition makes more sense.
okay, man. Okay. Anyways, the new one, does it need any data?
It needs
I
to
mean,
know
command
the image and yeah, the command buffer and the image. But I don't know. I guess you could make them optional to pass in the layout and stage access. I don't know. I haven't had a use case for like making a special case when you start a barrier, but
Nah,
maybe.
if you want to do that, you can do it yourself. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Who cares? Anyways, this one. Do I just what I pass here? Is some very specific thing or?
There you can just okay. Bye, Lucas. I'll sleep. All right. Good night, cheesecake. There you can just do. Oh, yeah. Just don't do that. That will happen only in the transition. When you create one, I don't think we want to specify immediately.
So
We
just 0.
yeah. No. You don't even have to call the command.
Okay.
You just create the thing so it's ready to use. I think transition will be the thing that will. We don't want to transition. We don't want to do both a new and transition in the beginning. We just want to create the thing so it's ready to be used. I guess you can do that struct, but that struct is only necessary in the transition place.
Okay, so what does the how do we start one of these things?
Oh, you just initialize it. So when you say that, you just when you do the next, then it will use the previous information to transition to the next stage. So the transition
How do we start the entire like chain of garbage?
It happens when you do the transition. When you call the you see the thing there when you do the transition. That's when it's yeah.
Okay, so the first one is created in the transition.
You just create the VK memory barrier structure and then you pass it to the command buffer. Then you don't need to know anything more about it.
Okay.
You don't like actually trade. You don't
anything.
like per se. You don't create the transition. You just tell the Vulkan to execute a transition. You don't create a transition, so to speak.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the transition. Ignore the transition. So, like, how do we start this chain of barriers?
That happens when you do if you go down. You don't even have to start. Like this is like just an action that happens. It's a command. It's an action you tell the GPU to do. You don't have to tell it start. You just say like, move up, move left, move right. Like there's no start. That's the beginning command buffer. That is the start. But that's the start for the whole command buffer.
Okay, so basically we do this now.
Well, you just need to know now the image and the command buffer. And that's kind of redundant to pass in on every transition because the thing could keep track of it.
Yeah, it will. But I mean, okay. So because let's say this is your main function here, okay? Like, do I make const barrier, and that's this barrier, and I used to undefined, and then I do barrier transition, and then I put in data or what? Or else you just give me the data.
Then you pass in to what stage you want that barrier to transition to. But you don't need to keep track of the previous stage because that's otherwise you would have to both, or this battery will keep track of that. But if you look into the renderer right now, I'm passing both the previous stage and the new stage, and that I'm finding kind of redundant. Like instead of we could just always pass in the new, and the barrier can keep track of the old stage every time because that's what's basically gonna do every time either way, you know.
Okay, but still, how do we? Okay,
Every time you
but like
create, every time
the
render
first
loop.
the first transition here.
Yeah.
Like how do we need to tell Vulkan that it's the first transition or?
Yeah, so
Or,
basically that depends because your first transition can be whatever stage you want to go to first. Like it's not always the same
Okay.
stage, so that's why it's.
But don't they? But wait, don't they need their own data?
Their own what?
Like when I make a transition, don't I need to know the old data?
Yeah.
Okay, and how am I supposed to know the old data when it's the first thing?
And that's why the new would make sense, or an init, because you would initialize it with the default stage. But you don't do it. You don't do that. It's only when you do the transition that you need to know the initial state. But if you never do a transition, it doesn't matter that you never did a transition.
Okay. I see. But, okay, so this one only needs to know the stage.
It only needs to get the Yeah, I guess you could do those, but I never got to a case where I want a special stage to start with, and it's always the same stage. That is the beginning of the the layout and the stage and access have so far always been the same when I have started a image transition barrier. Like they have never been something different. So I don't know. You could pass them in to be specific if you want.
I can still make it optional, I guess. Yeah. But what can you even pass in as the stage, or like how does it just give you a stage? Or?
You can look in the render. Like there, I create the stage 2 times, and you go down, down there, image there, this thing. So there you can see it's undefined. The first one, image layout undefined. That's the old layout, and then you have source stage, pipeline stage, top of pipeline bit, and then access is 0. That's basically the things that you need to the default pipeline before you do anything. And then from there you can just define what's gonna be the next step.
Okay. The naming, man. Destination. Okay.
You don't need the destination in it. You just need source and.
Okay, but this one is the actual one that matters in the init of our. Okay.
Yeah.
What can you pass in here?
No,
is it just
all
these
things.
Ones.
Yes.
Okay, then. Okay. I see.
But wait, why are you taking? You don't.
Gonna make this nice, man.
But what? You what? But those things are already defined in the stages.
Yeah, but no one likes them.
What?
They're ugly, they're disgusting, no one likes them, they're ugly and they're bad.
No, don't do this. No, just keep them as they are. They're beautiful.
No, they're ugly as hell. I hate.
Now you always have to, if something changes, you have to go in here and always add it, bro. Why not just let it be?
Bam, there's a solution to a future problem. Bam.
I don't think so.
I think.
Or just let them be, bro. We are using this C binding or C for a specific reason. So we don't have to do these things.
You know how disgusting it is to use C? I see so much. I make wrappers for everything.
No, C is the goat.
Yes. No, it's literally not. C looks beautiful when you look at it at a glance, but when you look closely, it looks like trash.
No.
Yes, it does. Okay. Let's renderer. Okay, so this is the function.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the thing, and you said that this is basically always this one.
Yeah, when you
Or-
begin. Yeah.
Okay. Keep that there for later. Well, let's make this garbage.
That is more specific when you actually do the transition, because you don't do a transition when you create the thing.
Okay, but how do I specify node or what do I do here?
You don't have to call the VK pipeline begin barrier because we don't know yet what they're gonna be. Well, I guess you could put it in it, but that's kind of weird. You just initialize the struct. You don't do an action yet. You're just creating the structure. Unless if you want, you could keep the barrier kind of like no, actually no, don't do that. Never mind, forget about it.
Okay, I don't really see what is a barrier. VK image memory barrier. Are there different types of barriers?
There's just no. This one, there's a barrier too, but I will fix that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
This one is literally init is just for init. It's not for doing the actual transition or anything. You will just initialize it and get it ready for usage.
So how do I initialize it? How do I do this?
You just store those parameters now. So you store the command buffer and image in the, and then the default. Yeah, all of those things. That's all it has to do.
Okay.
No, you know why this is also gonna be, because if I now try to search for like help on something, like I need to use still a C enum names, not.
Yeah, then you press on this declaration.
No, it's an extra step and headache trying to figure out what it's supposed to refer to. Just let it be those C declarations.
Yeah, no, you need training in you need a training for your.
No, and that's not, that's like trying to, no, it's no. It's an unnecessary step.
So bad. Okay, bam, transition time.
Yeah, now here, there you can put that thing. And now we will have to take in the destination, the new layout, and then the destination stage and destination access.
Okay. Or this is important. The load sheet.
Those are, yes, for later. I will actually use those. You can let them be there. I will actually use those later, but you don't have to.
No, and I'll fix it now so you have it for later.
Okay, well, then. Okay, then you can change the structure to be structure type image barrier memory barrier 2.
Never mind. Okay, so okay. Destination access. Is it like some information that this thing should have, or?
You can still call this self, like, because it makes more sense still to call it self. And then you can take in parameters, and then here you just take in the new layout, new stage, and new access.
Layout also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Source, that's the old. No, that's a new one, right?
Yeah, new access. And destination. Yeah, those are the, yeah. Oh wait, no, now we're doing the wrong way. Yeah, source. No wait, destination. Yeah, source is
Is
where
this
you.
good?
Yeah, it's the other way around. Those are the sources from where do you start, and that's the old stage, the ones that you have stored as member values.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait. I don't know if you need to. No. Hmm. You could also just overwrite the self values. You don't, because you could still continue reusing the barrier. You wouldn't have to need to do that. You can just yes. You don't have to create a whole new thing, bro. That's gonna be so weird. Then you would have to store the variable
Okay.
every time that you do the transition.
Okay, but I don't understand. Like the transition, should it update the old one to be the new one?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know, man. This is shit unclear stuff. Well, yeah, whatever.
The command buffer and image will always remain the same, so those you don't need to update.
I know.
Okay.
But it's basically I don't want to do self dot blah 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 blah.
Well, it's literally cleaner at this point.
Okay, man. If that's what you want.
Yeah.
Okay, bada boom, bada bam. And this one doesn't return an error.
Yeah.
No. Okay, great. Okay, let's see. But we're not done yet. Because I want to see what is this VK memory image layout thing.
That's all of the
We got a look at
different layouts they can be and come from.
Ah, interesting. Interesting.
Just let them be the seed, fine, bro.
Let's see.
That's so much easier to debug when they go wrong rather than trying to figure out how they are convert. No, bro, I won't use this, bro. Don't do it. Don't you fucking.
It's for training your brain, bro.
No, I'm not gonna. No, this C is better in this case. I'm not gonna, bro. No, stop.
No.
Bro, stop it. Don't do it.
No. It's for training your brain.
This is some badass training, bro. Just let it be. This is literally trying to create a wrapper of a library, and they create a wrapper of it just to fuck with your mind. There's no benefit in this. There's only unnecessary code.
Yeah, no. This will make you smarter and
No, it won't.
get off
This will just get
ChatGPT drug.
No, this will just make me more confused when I now try to Google like what is this thing wrong, and then I won't find any. Ugh.
Lucas, you won't Google, you will use AI and it will be smart enough to figure this out.
No, AI will definitely have a stroke trying to figure out because it has never seen these names before.
Nah, it's gonna be fine.
And not only to mention that you're adding 200 lines more of code just because of this now.
Yeah, that's great.
This is horrible. Just let it be. Don't do this. Let it be called the sea, bro. No.
You can still call it a C. Like, it's fine.
Bruh, this is nah. No.
Trust me, bro.
No, I am not trusting you on this, bro. Oh my god, see, it was just so much better with just the 0 there. Now there's a whole other enum thing. No.
Nah, that's good. That's good.
Oh no.
Okay, but we actually need to do some stuff because of this.
Nah. Oh no, see, it was so much cleaner with the C thingy, bro. No. No, bro, no. Take back the C. Take back the C. Don't do that. No, bro, look at that. Just take back C. Just take it back, bro. Bro, what the fuck?
This is how I feel when you write code, so it's you can call it revenge if you want.
Oh, bro, literally just take back the C. This is unacceptable.
Access flags. Well. What do we have here? Where are the access flags? Oh, they're up here. Oh,
No.
isn't that delightful? Oh, so many access flags.
This is disgusting. I cannot accept this. This is unbelievably disgusting. Anyways, I'm gonna look into the... I'm gonna close all of these things. I should actually be hitting that bed. But we're gonna look into mesh buffers. Send our vertex data to the vertex shader. Right now we are using a hard-coded array, but that will not work for anything other than a single triangle or similar geometry. As we aren't using the fixed function vertex attribute fetch logic on the pipeline, we have total freedom on how exactly to do low vertex data in shaders. Vertices from big GPU buffer pass through the buffer device address, which gives the high performance and great flexibility. Vulkan buffers. In Vulkan, we can allocate general usage memory through buffers. They are different from images in that way they don't need samplers and act more as a typical CPU size structure or array. We access them in the shader just as structures or arrays of structures. When a buffer is created, we need to set the usage flags for it. We will be setting those as we use them. For general read-write operations in shader, there are two types of buffers: union buffers and storage buffers. With union buffers, UBO, only a small amount can be accessed in the shader. Vendor dependent 16 kilobytes guarantee minimum, and the memory will be read-only. On the other side, this offers fastest access possible, as the GPU might pre-cache it when loading the pipeline. The size limit is only on the part that it's bound to the shader. It's completely fine to create a single big uniform buffer and then bind to the shader only the smallest section of it. Depending on the hardware, push constant can be implemented as a type of uniform buffer by the driver. Storage buffers, SSBO, are fully generic read-write buffers with very high size. Spec minimum size is 128 mega. And the modern PC GPUs are targeting with this tutorial, I'll have it 4 gigabits. Only because it's what a U32 size can hold. Storage buffers don't get preloaded in the same way uniform buffers can and are more generic data load store. Due to the small size of uniform buffer, we can't use them for vertex geometry, but they are great for material parameters and global scene configurations. Storage buffers. The exact speed difference between uniform buffer and storage buffer depends on the specific GPU and what the shader is doing. So it's quite common to use storage buffers for almost everything and take advantage of their great flexibility, as possible speed difference might end up not mattering for the project. In this benchmark, different ways accessing buffers are compared. Is there just a... When creating a descriptor, it's also possible to have them as dynamic buffer. If you use that, you can control the offset the buffer is bound to when writing the command. This lets you use one descriptor set for multiple objects draws. By storing the uniform data for multiple objects into a big buffer and then binding the descriptor at different offsets within that. It works well for uniform buffers, but for storage buffers it's better to go with device address. Buffer device access. Normally buffers will need to be bound through descriptor sets, where we would find one buffer of a given type. This means we need to know the specific buffer dimension from the CPU for uniform buffers, and need to deal with lifetime of descriptor sets. For this project, as we are targeting Vulkan 1.3, we can take advantage of different way of accessing buffer device address. This essentially lets us send a int64 pointers to the GPU through whatever way, and then access it in the shader, and it even allowed to do pointer math with it. It's essential that the same mechanics as CPP pointer would have, which with things like linked list and indirect access allowed. We will be using this for our vertices because accessing a SSBO through device address is faster than accessing it through descriptor sets. And we can send it through push constants for a really fast and really easy way of binding the vertex data to the shaders. Creating buffers. Let's begin writing the code needed to upload a mesh to the GPU. First we need a way to create a buffer. I think I will go same way with this as I did for the image. I will just call it buffer. For now it's just buffer.sig, alright. It has to be a struct. Well, the thing itself will be it. We will just take these things. And we'll take this. I can actually just do all of this like this. And we won't need that. We will need this. And why the info? I'm not sure about that. I will just keep it like this for now. And then we'll call this undefined. It's gonna be a comma. Right. Let's leave that there. I'm not sure I need that information, but we use structure to hold the data for a given buffer. We have PK buffer, which is the Vulkan handle, and the VMA allocation, and VMA allocation info, which contains metadata about the buffer and its allocation needed to be able to free the buffer. We need this to free the buffer? Oh. Okay. Actually, we need it for freeing it. Destroy. You passing the buffer. I don't see you passing in the info for destroy. Don't really see where you're using this. You're just saying that you will, but then there isn't even a use for it.
Should I just push my barrier straight to your branch?
Yeah, you can do that. We'll pull it. You did it push already?
Yep.
Okay.
Push there. Baby.
What did you say? All right, let's see. So, just gonna check. I will. Let's see. Source. So this is where we start from. Ah, this one needs to be the cell. And then destination will be this one.
I hope you like the barrier.
We'll see. Old is from where we start. Yes. New is where we want to go. And then here, source is from where we want to go. And destination is where we're coming from. No, wait, the other way around. We are from here. Fuck. We want to go to here. Yes, okay. Now we can actually try this out.
I'll show you a trick so you can use the C ones instead of my good ones.
Yeah, we have to get rid of all of these ones. 100 lines of code. Boom.
Yeah, 100 lines of sync code, so it's good.
Bro.
Now I can show you how you can use the C ones, because my thing has support for that, so you can use the ones.
Did you also add the? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, then we can. The beginning of the draw. Before we do, so I can here go var. What barrier? This is the draw barrier. Bar image barrier. Yeah. And then vk barrier dot init, and we're gonna pass in the command buffer, and then the self dot. I need to do self also draw image. Just need to check. You do take. Yes. Hello, Netanel Mitzray. Cool theme. Thank you. See somebody who likes my theme. About time.
Nah, it probably is your alt.
Hey, how dare you?
No human could like this theme.
Now we're gonna take the image, and then here. So now we can do draw image barrier dot transition, and we're gonna transition.
Use the dot.
What?
Well, do you want to use the C ones or?
Yeah, I want to use the C ones.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay, so then you do at.
Oh my god! What the fuck is this?
Is it num from int?
Bro, what the fuck? No. How the fuck do I do the dot?
Or you can use the dots.
Or I can just remove this thing and just put C stuff
No. This
What?
is nice.
No, it's not nice.
Which one is it? It's undefined, right? Just do dot undefined.
No, it's not. What is the? It's the
Which one
theme
is?
is just. Wait, where is it?
Trash.
No, 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 no.
It's just trash.
No, 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 no. I just used the high contrast, dark high contrast. Yeah, that's the one I use.
Burner.
Hyper, shut your ass.
Yeah, that's the film
You
name.
have bad
Burner.
dots. What do I do?
Which one is it that you want?
I want the layout general.
Okay, you just do general.
And then I want the, what do I want? I want the, wait, hold on, I'm doing this in the wrong spot, am I not? No. No, 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 wait. I'm going from this, yeah, and then I want to go to destination, yeah, so then the stage compute.
One thing about the init function, it also wants one more parameter, but you can just pass null to that one.
Yeah. And then shader right. Oops. Command structure render. What? Oh yeah, this one I said not cell. My bad. Yeah. U has no, what? Has no member. What?
You probably spelled it wrong.
I gave it what they, bruh. See, this is why you
No,
just
that
could pass
great.
C and you
That-
couldn't spell this wrong.
Yeah, well, you can still pass it. Use the @enum from
No,
int.
no.
And then you pass it. What's the issue? You can still use this if you want.
What? You're still using here the C ones. Oh, okay. Well, thank God. Then
Am I?
Then I can just do this.
Oh, I forgot to change it, but it's not gonna work. Man, just change it. Can you change it to use the access? Because it's not gonna work. Just type.
We can just remove this and it will work.
You can't just have two of them that are translated to Sig and just have one that uses the C one still.
C ones are
This is
superior,
so
bro.
cursed. No, C is not superior. It's objectively worse. It's so much worse. Oh my god, bro. But, bro turned this into a Lucas API immediately. He could not stand it being a good one.
No, it's like 50s PC law. Maybe I'll use it. It's a great theme, alright? I love high contrast.
Yeah, Lucas. Yeah, it's good that you're telling yourself that. It's good that you're like using your alt account to tell you it's a good thing. Because no one else did.
And now we can take this.
Bro's glazing himself.
Now this would be so easy to just copy paste this over and immediately have them, but no, we have to use some.
You can copy it over.
No, I can't, because then I have to do some point enum bleh. Like I actually.
Well, you still can.
This is horrible. Transfer. I want the new layout to be the transfer source.
Well, you
Optimal.
can change it back. Like you have the code.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you. Pipeline. No, utils, bruh. What am I doing? Didn't you also just call them the same in the as enum? Yeah. I don't think we. I don't. I won't probably even use that. If we can take it back later. I think it's easier without it. And then stage flags. Access.
Yeah, but like you do whatever. Like I can't type that you don't like clean code.
It's not like that.
Not like that. Yeah, okay. You like clean code.
These castings ain't cleaner, bro.
Nah, those ones aren't too bad. You should say the casting I'm doing currently in my thing.
Just let it be C stuff, bro.
Nah, this stuff sucks ass. I hate it.
No. Da. Da. How dare you? Okay. Now we can
I'm
use
not even
this.
gonna hide it.
SMH, bro. And we don't need to pass that. And then we can take this. And then the shader bit, yes. Bam. So the new one is gonna be this. And the new stage, do we have, yeah, we have stage and then access, yeah. Bam. And now this is where it will get funny. Wait, did I already forget? Yeah, also I forgot one. Haha. But that's fine. We can just nah, we'll take this one. And then here we will have the new layout to be this one. And the new stage to be that one. The new access to be this one. And then here, now we have to create another one. And these are the destination, but I guess I can call it swap chain image barrier. And then here we'll pass in this one as the image. And then we can take the new layout to be this, the new stage, and the new access to be that. And then it's just pairing for the percent mode. Yes. And we'll take the new. Why are these ones in? Wait, what the fuck happened here? Ah. That's why I got confused. Like so. And then we don't need that anymore, maybe. And then we should be able to compile and run this thing. Maybe I will have some errors in my file, because I didn't update it. Missing a struct stage, barrier 108. What? Here. Ah, it shouldn't have it. Ah, stage. Right. VK. What is it called? Image layout. I cannot spell image. Layout undefined. So in the stage, I don't need to do that. I can just do C. What expected? Vulkan barrier found C. Right. What the fuck have I been doing? And it's this thing. Like so. There it's back. And I guess we can also just to not get all of those. Boom. Much cleaner. Now we can get rid of all of these. Nice. Good work. And yeah, I could actually change that to the version 2, but I guess we're fine to go with version 1. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna send you some nice code in a minute.
Oh.
It's from my window library, and you can see it's beautiful C code.
I swear to God, if you have changed the C code, no,
No, I didn't do it. I'm using a binding for my Windows one, so someone else already did it for me.
Bruh.
Like a good person.
No.
Beautiful casting.
No.
Cast intro. Oh yeah, the return there though. Yeah,
No.
state ampersand as I16 bitcast as U16 0 X8000 banish parentheses not equal 0. This is so nice.
Usage, memory use. What? Okay. We will take an allocation.
Because I think you should go back to C actually. Just because of how much you're mistreating C.
I should be thinking about going back to C a lot, but I'm also like Sig is still, I don't know, I'm kind of in between. But you cannot.
You're hot topic here, but you know you're treating C kind of like some foreigner coming to a country and not adapting to the culture. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you use a C library, you cannot force it to be Sig, bro.
We're not using a C library, we're just using a header.
Still though, that is basically a library. We are using a C library. What are you on about? The Vulkan API is written in C. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's written in NVIDIA stocks.
It's written in assembly. It's written in binary.
Yeah. It is, man. The Chronos group have been cooking.
I think they have probably written a lot of code in assembly.
Probably. But they haven't really written any code. They've just written a standard.
That's true. I'm gonna change this to be the init.
Right.
And then we're gonna take, well, the allocation size. That's basically, we have to do that, yes. I'm just gonna call it size, usize, usage flag. I guess we can call it usage, and then that will be vk.c vk. No, wait, these are actually the Vulkan. No, these are still okay. They're not. And then you also need to specify the memory usage VMA. Okay, so I think I would call these ones VK usage and VMA usage. I think that makes most sense. And why am I writing these ones in the... What? Okay, now I'm tripping something. What am I doing wrong? Usize. I don't know, I feel like this is pretty damn right. And we can put this in here. And then we'll take this one, var, buffer info, C, what the fuck? Ah. Now we can take this in there, that one also in there, this one we don't need. And the same for this one, more bruh. VK, let's see this thing, and we will take this up here. VMA dot that, and then might not even need to do this the way I'm doing it right now. We will have the return, just not the. I should be able to do a VK check, right? Yes. VMA, or is this a? It's a VMA. And then, yeah. Like so. And then we're gonna call it the buffer is equal to new buffer. Should probably not call it that. And then put it on crate. This is a bit confusing now. Why would I have this at all in here if I just... Right, I need the thing. What the fuck? What am I doing wrong? Public init size. Why do I not see this? Ah. But I shouldn't have... It should be fine. Okay. That should be fine. Let me just do another function to try to... Ah. What the hell? That should be fine. Expected invalid token. What are you on about? Still, okay, there's no way I'm supposed to. Nah. VK buffer. What? Okay, something is just then weird with this whole beginning of the file. What the fuck? Expected expression valid token. How? What the hell? How is that possible? Where did my test go? Valid token. Huh? Now my brain ain't braining. Not at all, not at all, not at all. I think it's lying to me, this thing. I'm just gonna roll with it. I don't know. I'm gonna go to Vulkan. And I'm gonna call it hub. What function? Const buffer import buffer sig. And then in the create instance, I know you're not supposed to do this, but this is just for testing. Var buffer dot init. Right, but it has no idea what the fuck. Well, it's an allocator. It doesn't know what an allocator is. We shouldn't even be able to get to the point where this. It should complain before that. Yes. What the fuck? Well, now it's completely tripping balls. Ha! That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would it not find? Oh yeah, this one also needs to say try. Okay. Let me just change this to an I'm gonna take this. Test a test.sig. I guess gonna take in this. Okay. Well, this one seems to be fine. Why is that fine? Here it fails. Invalid. I swear to God, it's just some at the beginning. Is it clear? Bomb. What is it called? I think I'll remove. How to clear bomb this. Open just to look at the bottom right corner of the window. There, the QTF8. Save with encoding. Still thinks there is such a. What the fuck? I'm just gonna take this whole thing. Rename A. Go in here, put it in here. And now it's back there. What the fuck? Ah! And if I don't have it, I swear to God, what is the fucking issue? Okay, I will just take this part then. Like, then it has issues again. What? Okay, how much? Something's wrong with this then. That is still fine. fuck? That makes no sense. Oh my god, I don't know. Rename buffer. I'm just gonna delete that. I don't think I need it. Allocate size. That's just gonna be size. Usage. These are the Vulkan usage. And these ones are these usages. And now we just also need the allocator. So which will be this thing. And then pass the buffer info and Vulkan. And then just the new buffer. Why would you? Pass in the allocator, the buffer create info, the buffer P allocation create info, the create allocation info, the P buffer. Okay, and then the I need an. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like that. Okay, what do we need? We need the buffer info, the create info, and then it's gonna keep an allocation and then an allocation info apparently. So okay, well I guess yeah, then we could store it. bma.that, and then I'm gonna do all this over again. Ah. Wait, what? Okay, so they do the same thing. Nah, I think it's cleaner like this. The new buffer, the allocation, and the info. Not sure about this, but then we're gonna call this one new buffer. And then the allocation and then the info. I could just do that. Like so. And then in here we can just do dot. This will come in handy for the freeing later, but right now we're just following it. The info. The info. If I can spell it. Great. So now I don't know why it was broken there in the beginning, but yeah, now compile it should do fine. Yes. Yeah. All right, it's getting a bit late. I'm actually gonna hit the bed. Yeah. Thank you, Harold, for the barrier, even though I disapprove of the SIG style. Yeah.
Well, you can go back to your C-man.
Yeah, I'm a C-man.
Yeah, I know.
But that will be it. Thank you, the whole whopping 2 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch, and no one here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.